Okay, can you hear me? Is my mic playing? I don't have any music on. Sorry, I literally just got home driving back. So I am frantically rushing to get everything done. Hello, Jarl. Hello, Burn Everything. Hello, Ducky T. My flight was delayed again. Otherwise, I would have been back like 2 hours ago. Had plenty of time to eat and set up stream. Doesn't look like YouTube comments are showing up on the stream. Oh. That would be rather unfortunate. Are they showing up in here? I'm not seeing them in here either. It does say I'm live on YouTube. Let's check it out. We got one person in that chat. Oh, there it is. Just a little bit later. Hello, Illyrian. Welcome. The music's too loud, you can barely hear me. Never mind. Was it just because my mic was far away? How am I showing up on your guys' end? Yeah. Sorry, I switched something around for just a second. Hello? Okay. What about now? Am I better now? Can you guys hear me? Okay, sweet. Yeah, I think the mic setup. That's great. Great to have you here, Trot Fox. We're doing new characters. Thank you, Zombie, for following. Zombies 1782. Yeah, we're doing a new Paladin, either Orc or Goblin. Yeah. Definitely could be Goblin Paladin for sure. Based it off of Fourth Wing. Hey, we keep things PG-13 in here. Asmodeus showed up at your dining room table. Perfect. Sorry if anyone can hear chewing noises. I'm scarfing down food to try and eat before we get into it. What up, Dio? Okay, got the requests up. How was your my vacation was good. It was great. I had a great time. Saw a bunch of family. Went to the Ren Fair. Got a bunch of useless shit. Brought it home. Sorry. I forgot. I haven't had to watch my language in a while. My latest update is that the update is still planned for this year. The team was working on it simultaneously. As they were working on the Paladin. I don't understand. Is the world the same and the adventures different, or is it completely random gen? It's completely. Each story is completely unique. Yeah. It's based off what you do. The world is whatever you want it to be. Hello, evil Jamie Rogers. Yes, I am back. I've returned. The world is your oyster, and you're allergic to shellfish. Shieldell, welcome. Yes, I've recharged. I'm back. Yeah, well, I think we need a full int and a full wisdom class. Right now we're like loaded up on charisma and strength. Yeah, wizard's the only int class. Rogue 2 if you Rogue 2 if we ever get a like magic-y one. I like to play Gish as well, Zumslit. Had better lore retention. Yeah. Well, in the stream I try and show how to make that more feasible. Are paladins fixed yet? The bugs revolving around the paladin should be fixed. If you experienced issues with the paladin yourself, you should make a support ticket. We need that. We need that info to prevent it from happening again. But the team was really on it for the paladin fixes, and they got some back end fixes going. More magic. Are you on both now? What do you mean? Oh, sorry, you're replying to someone else. Hello, Happy Fox. I see. Well, we're getting soon. We're soon going to be starting up here. 2 minutes. I'm absolutely scarfing down this burrito. Wait, it's Jamie Rogers. It's evil Jamie Rogers and eviler Jamie Rogers? That's rough. Hello, Lauren. Is there a way to donate to the devs directly, or is it just through buying messages and subscriptions? Yeah, it's just messages and subscriptions. We used to have Patreon, but the creator shut it down when the game could start spinning for itself. Yeah, he he doesn't like the idea of people not getting their money's worth when supporting the game. Alright. Let me message the Discord. Thank you for the support, Fear Gaming. It's gonna be a line item in your monthly budget. Hello, everyone. Welcome all to the stream. Thank you, Lukina. As Lukina has pointed out, today is my birthday. I have... so I've just arrived from the airport. I've been here all of 20 minutes, but I will do the stream, and we will have a good time. So thank you all for showing up. Thank you. Welcome. I think you guys are popping in here so fast that the counters aren't able to keep up. Thank you so much, everyone. There we go. Luckily, as a personal birthday present to me, the devs have decided to bestow upon us a new class and 2 new races. Thank you so much. So for today's stream, we'll be making a character, some sort of paladin, either orc or goblin, and hanging out. Also, for any of those who haven't been caught up, the reason I was on a long break is because I was on vacation. I'm back, so the streaming schedule will be a lot more regular moving forward. Unlimited GameWorks, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Wow. The following showed up after. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Yes, so the schedule will be getting more consistent. We'll be having. I'm hoping to do 3 streams a week, pretty consistently. I may do more a surprise stream here and there, but that's the goal. And I would also like to shout out Jarl Scavenger and Lucina Snowberry, who, without their help modding the server, I could have never had a relaxing time on my vacation. There would have been no way. They really held down the fort. They did a great job. I appreciate them so much. Also, shout out to the Smurfs. You guys were great and helpful. Making sure that questions were answered and directing people to the right place. And lastly, thank you all, the community, for being so great and making their jobs easier. All right. All good. No one knows that I'm stalling, so I can finish my food. Thank you for the follow, Winter Tech. And hello, Rubik. We can begin. Tom Comenlier. No. To Comenlier. Taco Manlier. I think I got it on the last one. Not sure. Thank you so much for the follow. Shieldale, you as well. Alright. Yeah. We got plenty of new followers, which is great. All right. All right. So, first tough choice. Orc or Goblin? I saw a lot of support for Goblin before the actual stream started. And I'd be curious to see if it stays that way. Goblin, 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 Goblin. Okay. Yeah, we got one orc, and they did it specifically to be contrarian. So I think it's Goblin Paladin. All right. The people have spoken. Look at that handsome boy. Let's see what we have on the title card. Oh, by the way, guys, new art. We'll take a second to appreciate the new art. New fighter cards for everyone. Rogue. Hello. Welcome people just trickling into the stream. Oh, and I haven't fixed it from last time. The YouTube views are still only the YouTube views from the vertical video, the vertical stream, YouTube short stream. So, yeah. Rogue, lovely. The Warlock is so good. What a great picture. The hands, the magic circle, bones, little raven skulls. Just awesome. And Barbarian. All great looking. Love a Barbarian in only a cape. The only cape choice is a great outfit, great choice. Some Celtic design on the axe. Lovely all around. And the Paladin. With his halo, glowing arms, gleaming plate. All very good. Let's see what it says. Excuse me. Paladins are holy champions, bound by sacred oaths to uphold justice and righteousness. Guided by unwavering faith, they combine martial prowess with divine magic, smiting enemies with radiant power while shielding allies from harm. Their presence inspires courage, and their unyielding resolve turns the tide of any battle. Change this song. Key features. Lay on hands. By drawing on a reserve of healing power, paladins can restore health to themselves or their allies with a touch. This pool of divine energy gives them flexible, reliable healing that can stabilize the wounded or keep key allies standing in the heat of battle. And Channel Divinity. Paladins can focus their divine power into special effects granted by their sacred oath. Usually usable once per rest. These abilities let them, for example, frighten enemies, protect allies, or supercharge their attacks, giving them powerful tools to shift the course of a fight. Okay. Hello, everyone coming into the chat. Thank you so much. Okay. So, first our proficiencies. Do we think we'll get use out of athletics proficiency? I'm not sure. But I think we want to decide whether or not we're going persuasion or intimidation for our charisma. Are we a goblin who's here to bring fear into the eyes of those who cross our paths? Or shall we win them over with honeyed words? Intimidation. Intimidation, let the heretics know fear. Intimidating. Okay. We got 1 honeyed words. Some persuasion, double hard. Okay. Convert or die. Yeah. Alright. Insight, medicine, religion, wisdom, or intelligence. Athletics is a choice too, but athletics for shenanigans? That is true. I do like to keep things PG-13. But I don't mind... I don't mind a little crusade. Who said a crusade wasn't PG-13? Alright, athletics. So many good spells. Intimidation immediately makes me think command. Cure Wounds is cool, but... we don't have the character engine yet, so I'm not going to be healing anybody. You love Silly's idea? What was Silly's idea? How about a good-natured goblin? They're a little misunderstood, but devoted to the idea of changing people's view of goblins. I see, I see. Yes. Okay. I think command is good. It fits our vibe so far. Both the funny and the intimidating vibe we got going on. Smite slots. Is command fixed? Command sometimes crashes the game. I had not been given a report about command crashing the game. We'll see though. We can always see how it looks on stream. Okay. Searing Smite. Seemingly people want the extra smite. Alright. You have to take Smite if you take command. Alright. Queen Bee, thank you for the follow. Alright. Strength. We got a lot of it. Charisma. We got a lot of it. And then some con and some dex. This will get us up to 12 dex, 10 wisdom, 16 charisma, 16 strength. It's a good spread. Thinking they're dazzled by you. Alright. Well, now we get to the hard part. Jonah So Cool, thank you so much for the follow. Be insufferably righteous. You still struggle with this part? This is my favorite part, is setting up this, because it's where I can feel all the creative juices like building up for a great game. Like I can start like picturing themes and vibes that I want, and really sorting it out. Okay. I'm a 3/3 Goblin. Pure. Okay. Leather Skies. It's not a terrible idea. 12s and 13s across the board. She's super balanced. Yeah. Yeah, in my personal opinion, I don't like having really even stats. I like being really good at some stuff and really bad at other stuff. It makes for a dynamic character. Deadeye, thanks for the follow. Okay. 3/3 Goblin. I have lycanthropy. And can transform into Alright. We're at is in. Creating your character is one of the best parts of D&D. Yeah, absolutely. No apocalypse storylines. Been lurking on YouTube for the past few months. Glad these are back. Showing some love on Twitch. Thank you so much. Plot twist. Yeah. Alright, so Goblin, decked out in the garb of your holy order. Holy order. Do we want to be a part of an order, or am I some god's like personal like champion? I don't mind being a goon, but I can also be like think I'm like way more important than I am in a more personal relationship. Yeah, doubling your size by turning weird rat. That's right. Ooh, okay. I'm getting some great ideas here. I saw with a god complex, and I love this. As the champion of a god, every time I like gain power, I'm like I have like a personal relationship with my god, and I keep just like talking like I'm the cooler one, because they can't like interact on this plane. Okay. All right, so let's see. Raiments? Raiments? Is that how you would spell that word? Raiments? This seems wrong. I had it right. Thank you, Illyrian. But it says it's wrong. Raymond's. Hmm. Okay. Maybe the god that has you as a champion finds the god complex hilarious. All right. Okay. I like to give my characters like some sort of dumb ability that they otherwise shouldn't have. We sort of did the lycanthropy, but we need something that we can trigger in combat. Raymond's really got people. I knew someone was gonna say fart clouds. Just regular rage. Okay. Alright, that's the ability. Spit poison. We're going with it. Oversized sword. How much ice cream can you fit in that? That can be found out. That's an easy area of a cone. Of a lawyer god. Okay. People have ideas for themes, so let's do it. I think we're doing big comedy vibes here. We're doing God Complex for sure. Dent is good. Imagine somewhat realistic, maybe. I don't know if we want realistic, actually. I think we want them to be maybe somewhat cartoonish. Please be the champion to the moon god. I like someone else's idea. My thought is that my god will be like the god of like irony, or something, like the god of like twisted jokes. And so like he has a champion who constantly thinks that he's better than the god himself. Like, what could be more ironic? What? What do you guys think for like the problem? What would be like a problem this world has? What am I doing? What is my god trying to accomplish? Like pure chaos? A rat infestation? And I'm a weir rat? That seems rough. God hates the humans. Not enough jokes in the world. The problem would appear to be your goblin character. Nobles are corrupt. Just a real straight man of a problem. Like a Footloose situation. There is no comedy. Okay. I like this idea. Okay, so we have like serious overlords. Grand quest. All right. That's some good stuff. DM setting. All right. Your home village is burned and you want revenge. Basic. Ah, that's rough. Silly is right. Your god is upset that their main rival has more followers. Gobbo's here to remedy the issue. Okay. And followers of Canis, God of Water. The God of Seriousness. Can you make the god somebody who tells a lot of dad jokes that your gobbo thinks is beneath them? Yeah, we can work with some of this stuff for sure. Okay. $8,000 to $10,000. Okay, that's all we got. Your ex-wife is trying to collect child support, but your god has turned you into a traveling comedian. Okay. Yeah. Extremely sophisticated paladin. Alright. I I grew up with a talking bird. All right. Captain Trim, thank you so much for following. There has to be a holy. There can be a holy sword, but there doesn't need to be one in the background. We don't need one. We shouldn't. We shouldn't need it at the beginning. Why do you need a holy sword to start the game with? Find the holy sword. Much more fun. Only you think you were funny. God of Chaos or God of Chaos? I'm gonna get fired. Oh, cuz? Did I spell it wrong? Oh, I did. But I just fixed it. Did I fix it and then, or did I erase it and then type it wrong again? I must have. Your weapon is a holy tree branch? People are really stuck on my weapon. Do you guys usually make a weapon before the game starts? I understand, like, the desire to have a good weapon when the game starts, but, like, it seems like you could really just... Like, that's something the DM will forever remember just because it's on you. And so you could just get it later. You only have 1,000 characters to fit in all of the information you want for your entire game. And you're wasting it on, like writing up a description for a weapon seems rough. Yeah, I specifically did not put of Law and Order. Yeah. The holy putter. That bleeds at awkward times. Jeez. The DM will never remember to do this well. It doesn't understand awkward timing. Spells have to be spoken in rhyme. I could just do that normally. No reason to put that in the background. Alright, let's see. Okay, hold on. I forgot that he's not the god of chaos. He's we'll do chaos and irony. That in fact isn't holy. All my stuff is DM generated. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having your DM just sort of like take the wheel. The issue is that if you want a feel for your game, if you want vibes of a specific type, then doing this with your background is how you get those vibes. If you try and do it later, the DM will forget and then not keep the vibes for the entire game. Whereas this information it will always have access to. And every time it tries to mention your appearance, it will look up here and then be reminded of all of the information in your appearance section. And it tries to do that all the time. It tries to like put in little details about your appearance, about stuff. And when it does, it reads the whole appearance and then it gets refreshed. So that information stays in its recent memory, meaning that it'll keep track of it much better. Okay, so here's the thing. People keep mentioning that he should speak in dad jokes, and while I do think that is hilarious, I think that is much better with a real DM. AI is classically terrible at jokes, and like not terrible in a fun way. Like it just doesn't get how they work together. It like doesn't understand, and so they tend to be pretty bad. So I have it there, but I am not expecting it to be super funny. DM won't let you know things that are going on with people off screen. So okay. I learned a lot of tips and tricks long after making the background stuff. Yeah, and some people only ever do one character, and that's that's fine. That's how they like to play. I made my first character. I played it until max level at the time, which was level 4, I think. Yeah, and then I was like, what else can I do? And then I tried a million things to make it work, and eventually stumbled across this sort of rough formula about how I go about making the games, and that's what's stuck ever since. It has worked consistently, well, and for a lot of people. So that is why I do it. Let's see. Let's see how much space we got. Not much. That's just a little cherry on top. All right. We need a name. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hold on. I totally forgot that this needs to... This needs, like... We need, like, a time period kind of deal. Industrial Revolution. Oh, no. Okay. Guy Boren. Nar. I do like Sir. I think I will. I'm a knight. I'm a paladin after all. I should be a Sir. Sir Gob Almighty. Call him Great Holy Paladin. Alright. It's just Sue. Cannon fodder. Sir Gobrick. People really want Gob to be in the name. Alright. Okay. The God part is critical. I see. Well, okay, currently I'm on Sir Goblord the Ascended. Okay. We are Sir Goblord the Ascended, the Third, Junior, Senior. Alright. New opening! We have the crowded infirmary. The third is good too. Thank you for not naming yourself me. I don't know about making jokes at the infirmary. That's where they need the jokes. Okay, to be true, to be fair, City Square is like the start for this guy. Oh no. Guys, we can't be doing executions during stream time. Alright. Not for a goblin? Random? Yeah, the issue with random is I don't want Dark Alley. Dark Alley is bad. Dark Alley is really bad unless you're doing combat. Unless you want to be doing combat right away. That's the only good thing about Dark Alleyway is it's just like constant combat right off the rip. Okay. Let's get one. Alright, I want to do the Crowded Infirmary just because it's new. We'll figure it out. The place is serious. I'm funny. That's the point. I wanted a nice little slice of life with political drama. Dark Alley killed my dream. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Whoa. This looks a little new. I don't know if it was always up at the top like that. I thought it was more near the bottom. And this is definitely new, feels like. Fun. I haven't played since the update. This is my first time playing since I got back. So, the sharp sting of alcohol and poultices hits your nose. The world reels dangerously as you open your eyes. At last, the wall stops swaying. Your vision slowly comes into focus. Through the pain and dim light, you make out a row of beds jammed close together. Half-empty shelves of bandages and glass vials. You're in a hospital, lying, one of many, on a hard cot. Healers move tensely from patient to patient. The room bustles, and it seems no one is paying you any mind. A groan sounds beside you. A man with a disfigured face twitches, muttering feverishly under his breath. You see one of the healers approach him, a vial in hand that carries an earthy, loamy scent. What do you do? It doesn't like letting you long rest in the infirmary? That's funny. Alright. Alright, we're gonna have to figure out a voice. It's a goblin. It's gonna be dumb. We have to get ready for that. We can't feed the Miss Piggy hype, so I have to somehow make it not sound like Miss Piggy. What the fuck? Might do that. Stop! What are you doing? You can't help him with his junk? Don't you know laughter is the best medicine? I slapped the vial from her hand. No, Miss Piggy? Blasphemy. Yeah. And? No, that's straight Miss Piggy? That voice did not help. I don't know what to do, man. Apparently my high-pitched voice just sounds like Miss Piggy. I don't know how to help that. When did Branch show? No, okay. Branch is different, okay? Branch sounds like this! Okay? It's different! There's a clip about it, and Elle reminds me of it constantly. Maybe lower your voice. Gravel, Miss Piggy. Go lower for Goblin? I'm the coolest goblin around. You've never seen someone as funny as me. Mother. Ow. I have a new tattoo, and I just accidentally touched it. And it was not fun. I don't recommend doing that. Ow. Bass-voiced goblin, go hard. That'll work. It's hard to be funny in that voice, though. Alright, we'll try it. Gollum Schmeagol. Hit him with a Schmeagol. I don't think he's getting the Miss Piggy voice. Alright. Challenge issued. Oh god. Is it there? I don't see it. One second. Did someone legit put a challenge in? Because if you did, it did not come through. No. Okay. Okay. It did not. Alright. And we did terrible. Love it. I get it, voices are hard. I don't have an issue doing voices. But I do have an issue. Well, yeah, if you guys want me to try a voice or just try sound effects, you can always request me using your channel points. That is an option. Basing the Goblin's voice. Okay. Your attempt to slap the vial from her grasp is clumsy. A blur of movement that only succeeds in startling the healer. The small glass bottle remains firmly in her hand, though she jerks back, eyes wide with shock, her face etched with exhaustion and worry. Quickly hardens into a glare of indignation. "What in the blazes?" she hisses, her teeth low but sharp. What? Her teeth? No. Her voice low but sharp, enough to cut through the din of the ward. The feverish man beside you whimpers, stirring more violently on his cot. Disturbed by the sudden outburst, other healers cast quick, disapproving glances in your direction, their movements momentarily faltering. Okay, so I did forget to do this in my first message. The DM hasn't looked at my background and stuff yet, so I'll just say. Usually I have the DM create a unique scenario. This time I'm just going to have the DM read that information for the themes and stuff. So, DM, please read my character description and backstory for the themes and setting of this game. Thank you. Okay, now I can get on to my message. I turn to the old man who is writhing on the bed. I turn to the old man who is writhing on the bed. "Hey, old man, why the long face, huh?" I say with a wide grin and wiggling my eyebrows. I think it's too slow. It's too slow of a voice. "Hey, old man, why the long face, huh?" It might be Miss Piggy, but I think it's the right one. It's my go-to little guy voice, and I think there's a reason for it. Bold. Whoa. Blue. I'm not escaping the Miss Piggy allegation. Well. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, I think it fits way better. Sometimes Miss Piggy and a little goblin man sound exactly the same, and there's nothing you can do about it. You lean over the writhing man, a wide conspiratorial grin stretching across your goblin features, eyebrows wiggling with theatrical flair. Hey, old man, why the long face, huh? You ask, your voice a stage whisper meant to carry. The man on the cot ceases his feverish muttering for a moment, his eyes bloodshot and unfocused roll towards you. A guttural groan escapes his lips, but no laughter follows. Instead, he begins to thrash more violently, his incoherent pleas growing louder, pulling the restraints barely holding him to the bed. The healer, still reeling from the previous intervention, glares at you with icy fury. "Are you mad?" Sorry, I'm mixed voices. "Are you mad?" she snaps, moving quickly to calm the disturbed patient, her back momentarily turned towards you. Alright, I got it. I'm gonna tickle his toes with a feather. I'm gonna tickle his toes with a feather, and then we're doing. It's doing lay on hands. We're getting both. Maybe he's their kid. He's an old man. Oh wait, you're replying to somebody. A Miss Piggy, the color of Kermit the Frog. Oh. Ooh. This is sick. It has its own, like... That's cool. We'll do this, I guess. That was cool. This character just keeps getting better and better. Emperor Paladin Piggy. No. We are raising the budget with this one. I agree. It looks great. Incurable disease and a smart aleck goblin. Yeah. All right. Oh, let's see. What is this? Did someone request? Oh, I'll try sound. Okay. Donald Duck. Okay. Yeah. I'm not so great at his words, but I can definitely make the Donald Duck noise. Let's see. Yeah, there's no shot I can get a word while doing that. Yeah, that's my best Donald Duck. I can only get him sort of blustering. I wish I knew how to code. I would love to contribute to something like this. Yeah. Yeah, we have... Yeah, a lot of people do try and offer to help, but unfortunately, Andy, the creator, is not taking any submissions from anyone. He does all his hiring personally. That's exactly Donald Duck. Well, yeah, it's just the... Yeah, oh, phooey. Yeah, I can't do the, like, actual words. I can't get the words out. I make that noise between my gums, like all the way in the back, and there's no way to get words out while I do it. My teeth are like clenched together. All right. You produce a feather from your heavily raiments, its tip surprisingly soft, and begin to tickle the old man's foot. As your chaotic touch meets his skin, your hands begin to pulse with a faint greenish light, a chaotic blessing from Shrill himself. And you press them to his brow. Ah, come on, man. Nah. I'm tickling his foot. Intending to infuse him with the healing power of pure, unadulterated hilarity. The man's thrashing abruptly stills. His eyes snap open, wide and staring, not at you, but at some unseen point above your head. A strange gurgle escapes his throat, a sound halfway between a cough and a laugh, and then he collapses back onto the cot, still and unnervingly quiet. The fever seems to have broken, but his expression is one of profound, almost comedic shock. The healer whirls around, vile forgotten, her jaw dropping at the bizarre spectacle. Does this take you all the way to the bottom? It does. Interesting. So it's just a... Oh, I think this is to get rid of that bug that was happening. That's cool. We'll see if it happens anymore. That's how to get the sound and talk. Just try to say, oh, phooey. That's a great phrase. Oh, I see. Oh, I wasn't meaning Everweave specifically. Just able to contribute to something would be awesome. Yeah, coding is sick. I don't know how to do it. I took one coding course. I was pretty okay at it, but I did not pursue it further. Yeah. Your holy weapon is a magic feather. Hey, you know, you gotta have your tools of the trade. I think a feather and a whoopee cushion are great ones. You gave, you gave instructions on how to do the Donald success, and the auto mod got on you. Yeah, unfortunately, secretly a person is not here to check to see if those messages can go through. And so anything caught by the auto mod will just not go through, as I cannot deal with that and run the stream at the same time. All right. Okay, that worked. We've now thoroughly impressed upon everyone that I mean business. All right. What do we got? Hello, Christian Carwile. Welcome back. Essentially, yeah, I make the sound in like the back near my cheek. All right. Sir Goblord, the Ascended, the Third, the Junior, Senior. See? I quickly grab a whoopee cushion and place it on a nearby stool that has had frequent visitors subtly. I then turn to the healer. Anything to say for yourself? Using this garbage on this man? No wonder he wasn't getting better. With a mischievous flick of the wrist, you deftly place a whoopee cushion on a vacant stool, strategically positioned for the next unsuspecting soul. Then you turn back to the healer, whose face is a mask of incredulity and growing anger. See? You exclaim, gesturing wildly at the now quiet man on the cot. Anything to say for yourself? All the same stuff I just said. The healer's nostrils flare, and she takes a step towards you, her gaze like daggers. Garbage, you say? That garbage is a medicinal tincture, Goblin, and what you just did could have killed him. He was just stabilizing, and you just turned his condition into a jester's plaything. Her voice rises, drawing more attention from the other staff and patients, some of whom are now staring openly. Kitten Flores. I can't see the rest of your name. What is it? Kitten Flores Hyrule. Thank you so much for the follow. Okay. Laughter is the best medicine, is it not? Sounds like heretic talk to me. That's right. This nurse is... We're giving her one shot. You're right. I'm sorry. Here, have this flower as a token of my appreciation for setting me straight. I hand her a flower. When she takes it, it squirts water all over her. Make the flower explode. It's just a bomb. Hilarious, isn't it? Not having hands. You look silly. Make her drink the potion if it's actually medicine. You offer the healer a wilted flower, attempting a sincere expression that quickly melts into a wide, mischievous grin. You're right. I'm sorry. You begin, your tone dripping with false sincerity. She eyes you with suspicion, but perhaps out of sheer bewilderment or a flicker of hope for an apology, she hesitantly reaches out. The moment her fingers close around the stem, a stream of water erupts from the blossom, soaking her face and the front of her uniform. Your laughter, a high-pitched cackle of pure goblin delight, echoes through the hushed ward, drawing gasps and even a few stifled giggles from onlookers. The healer stands, utterly drenched, a single bead of water slowly dripping from her nose as a slow, murderous rage begins to boil in her eyes. That's it! She snarls, her voice trembling with fury. Guards! Guards! Get this menace out of my infirmary! We're doing good. We're doing good. I do know a bit about getting some techniques to work using base blast abilities. I don't know what you're saying. Audible gulp guards. This is how Goblord dies. No, Goblord's not dying to a couple of guards. This is fine. Let's see what we have for equipment. Oh, we got a shield. I'm sorry, my armor class is... Oh no, this is the bug. Okay, shield bug still exists. Yeah. Okay. Armor class 14. Oh, Man, the worn chainmail. 12 AC. That's rough, dude. You slapped the nurse? I did try and slap something out of her hand. Alright. Oh no! Not the guards! I place a few stools just out of sight in the entrance of the healer's tent as a small tripping hazard. I then wait for the guards to come running. Ow! Guys, seriously, don't touch a fresh tattoo. It's not fun. I keep doing it by accident. Ow! Crap. Okay. For Paladin, it's pretty garbo. He's a Paladin of Joe. See if you get the sacred weapon bonus on attack rolls. I don't have. Oh well, actually, yeah. People were getting that even when they weren't paladins. So maybe. Ooh. Okay. New. Man, a lot of new bits here with the interface. That's nice. I like that. LOL, where your tattoo at? It's on my arm. It's I have a quarter sleeve. It's my first tattoo, and it's a picture of Wukong. All right. It's Sir Goblord, the Ascended the Third, Junior Senior's turn. You gasp dramatically, feigning terror. With a swift practice movements, you arrange several unoccupied stools just beyond the entrance flap of the healing tent, creating a subtle tripping hazard. Moments later, heavy footsteps pound outside. The tent flap is flung open, revealing two burly city guards who charge in. The lead guard lets out a surprised grunt as his foot catches, stumbling and crashing into his partner, sending both men sprawling in a heap. Heck yeah. Oh, that's going to hurt on contact? Yeah, it hurts on contact. Yeah, I don't want to... It's not letting me comment. You guys missed some comedy gold. Occasionally, if you send something and the bot picks it up, it won't go through. Secretly, a person usually like checks through them and sends them through if they're not so bad. But just like me, she arrived like 20 minutes before stream started, so she's pretty tired from all the travel and will not be joining. All right. We can try the poison breath. Yeah, that's just a thing, and I want to see if it works. Okay. With them in a heap, I step over them and say, hello. Breathing out using my spit poison ability as a bonus action. What? Hello? Okay, I did hit something funny when I hit enter, but I don't think I could have possibly. What is going on? Alright. I'm just gonna copy and actually, let's go back. Let's see if it shows up. Okay, it still shows up. So I'm just gonna copy and resend. You have to attack? What do you mean? Okay, you guys are talking about something else. Okay. Huh. Okay, the DM is saying my ability doesn't work. See if we can get him to get it to work. Yeah, I had this like weird bug happen here, and then now the DM's being combative just a bit. Damage isn't being processed even in successful attack roll. Okay. Oh. Okay, stuff is happening. I have no idea what this is doing, but okay. Great. Love that. Great. Also good. That's average die for 2d6. Alright, that did end the combat. It took him forever, but it did work. You used all your spell points on the cure poison spell. It's not a spell point. I'm able to do that as a bonus action. We made it in my backstory. Well, because the where we're at, the process. Auto combat bug. Echo. What do you mean, auto combat bug? People are mentioning a lot of different stuff going on in the chat at the same time, but I'm not sure what people like. I don't know what messages are meant for me. There was a bug. The bug was that the DM was struggling, and it was doubling messages. You can see doubled, and then here it did this, but then it rolled for guard 1, and then guard 1, guard 2, and then guard 2 again. So, and you can, like, the potent poison washes over, potent poison, taking their toll. He's, like, doubling up the messages. In this case, he, like, tripled up. So it's a different, like, it worked, but for some reason, it's messing up. Yeah. Alright, both guards lie motionless, overcome by your potent, chaotic poison breath. The hospital ward, once filled with hushed urgency of medical care, is now eerily quiet, save for the distant murmur of concerned onlookers. Your disruptive antics have certainly made an impression, though perhaps not the one the hospital staff intended. The chaotic energy you've unleashed hangs heavy in the air, a testament to Sir Goblord's unique brand of Paladin service. Triumphal. Sir Goblord. Wonderful. Alright. Let's see. I haven't done a check. Oh, I haven't done a successful check. I guess that's right. Okay, wisdom did apply. Dex did apply. Okay. Things are looking mostly normal. Spell slots, great. The short combat bug was for you, Echo. I'm not sure why it auto went into combat, though. Just stating, I'm still learning a lot of the ropes as the newest helpful. Not combat bug, but short response. Well, it did kill it once it did hit it, so that's not the issue. But, okay, auto combat bug? I don't know what this auto combat bug you're saying is. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it. Yeah. Yeah, short combat bug. It doesn't seem to be any sort of short issue. It's just doubling my messages. I told it that the DC should be easy, so that's why they have low health and are easy to kill. But that's separate. I told it to do that. Alright. You have all witnessed the power of the true God of Chaos! I turn and leave in a rush. There are others in need of saving, I'm sure. The DM really likes low health and low AC enemies in general. It depends on how harsh your game is. If you describe your game as being pretty harsh, the enemies tend to be higher health and higher AC. Maybe not high AC, but higher health for sure. Can you go into combat with the heretic nurse? I would have, but I just ran away. You puff out your chest, basking in the bewildered silence of the ward. You have all witnessed the power of the true God of Chaos! Your cackling fills the space, a triumphant declaration echoing off the wooden walls. With a final dramatic flourish, you turn on your heel and dash out of the healing tent, leaving behind the stunned healers. The groaning guard and the still gurgling patient. The crisp air of the city street immediately greets you. The afternoon sun bright and unforgiving, glares down upon cobbled streets bustling with an indifferent crowd. You are free, for now, to seek out new avenues for glorious, beautiful pandemonium. We had a combat, which was a little bit buggy, but we got through it. Your DC is set to not go higher than 20. Yeah, my DC is not set to not go higher than 10. The guards are gonna want you now? No shot. Oh god. Alright, we got a challenge. Make the heretic nurse an iconic reoccurring character. That's such a difficult ask, but we can try and we can work for it. We'll Oh, an ironic reoccurring character. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. I'm working on like a solid 3 hours of sleep, so my reading is less than ideal at the moment. Okay, an ironic reoccurring character. Alright. It's not here yet, but maybe later. We'll try. I've made note to the DM. Forgot to ask that nurse's name. I'm saying I remember her name badge. Don't need it. The nurse is the new BBG. Night. Techno Dreamscape. Have fun at your D&D night. All right. Okay. I begin to search the area. Its bleak appearance clearly in need of some high-energy shenanigans. But who and what should feel my righteous chaos? Alright. I'm gonna mark yours as checked. I made note to the DM. We're gonna do it. Alright. We're making... It's Sister Agnes, okay? Sister Agnes will be coming back as a reoccurring character. We will do it. She's been brought up again. We have a name, folks. You commit the image of the furious healer, Sister Agnes, as her name badge declared, to memory. A future prank involving her would undoubtedly be a masterpiece. The city outside is a stark contrast to the stifling infirmary, yet it hums with its own oppressive order. Tall, gray stone buildings, uniform and severe, line the cobblestone streets. Citizens dressed in drab, functional clothing move with a rigid purpose, their faces devoid of overt emotion. A lone street performer attempts a juggling act in a small plaza, but his audience watches with polite, unenthusiastic gazes. My dude's out here doing juggling in this environment? I gotta see who that is. That's crazy. Their hands clasped behind their backs. Further down, a stern-faced officer of the watch issues a citation to a merchant whose fruit stand slightly encroaches on the public thoroughfare, meticulously measuring the infringement. The air smells of damp stone and a faint metallic tang. The stage is set for your act of The stage for your next act of righteous chaos is set. Okay, so what we got? Yeah, so we got the juggler and this cop. They aren't Ilara? That's right. I don't think I've had a single Ilara in any of my games so far. It's Conman! It is Conman, that's right. Conman showing up. Drop a banana peel for the Watchman and go visit the juggler. Yeah. I think I got something better for the... Now we just need to find ham and cheese. We'll just ask the DM. We'll just ask the DM if it's the case. If there so happens to be a skeleton with cat ears and a baggy suit nearby. We'll just see. Somehow Echo gets no Ilaras in all the natural 20s. Well, my first roll in this game was a fail, so. What do you say to that? Can't be rigged then. All right. Have you had any Lyras, though? No Lyras. 0 Lyras. The only one we had is, we've had a single Borin. We had 1 Borin. But that was it. Every other character has had a unique name. As the officer is measuring the curb, I approach. Officer, you have a stain here on your tie. I point to a perfectly clean portion of his tie before flicking up and hitting his nose. There's probably a staff member who personally looks over Echo's games and renames the NPCs. Oh, God, no. That'd be so much work. And how would they even be able to do it? There's just no shot. Oh no. 10. Wow. Why DC 13? This is garbage. How dare you? Well, that's actually surprising. No Thorn, no Valerius, no Garrick. Nope. All very unique names through all the games. Silly, you've been there for most of them. You know that that isn't the case. All right. You approach the meticulous officer who is still precisely measuring the fruit stand's infringement. Officer, you begin, pointing dramatically to his impeccably clean tie. You have a stain here! Before you can attempt your subtle nose flick, the officer's cold, discerning eyes flick from your hand up your arm and finally to your grinning face. He pauses his measurement, his hand... Queen Bee, thank you for the subscription. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Hey, Fallen, what's going on? Before you can attempt your subtle nose flick, the officer's cold, discerning eyes flick from your hand up your arm and finally to your grinning face. He pauses his measurement, his head tilting slightly, his expression unchanging. A heavy silence falls over the small plaza, broken only by the nervous shuffling of the fruit merchant. The officer slowly straightens up, his measuring tape retracting with a quiet snap. He looks down at you and then back at his tie. Then at you again, a single eyebrow raised imperceptibly. Citizen, he states, his voice flat and devoid of humor. That is not a stain. That is a tie. And it is perfectly aligned according to the Municipal Code 7.4 subsection B, Regulation of Personal Garb by Public Servants. He places a gloved hand firmly on his belt, his gaze unwavering. Fat fingers. Questions at the end, right? Yes, we will be doing we'll be doing trivia at the end. No ham and cheese mentioned, that's right. Is that what the number in the circle is? I thought it was the level of skill being used. Yes, that's the number you have to beat. That's the DC for the skill check. No trivia win for you today? Why, because Fallen is here? Fallen didn't do so hot in the trivia last time. It was truly an upset. Yeah, a little slow on the draw, that's right. Yeah, you were close to some, but people were getting them. Someone got leatherback sea turtle so quick last time. I was truly flabbergasted. I talked to secretly a person about it for like the next 3 days. I was like, that is crazy that someone got that so fast. It was a big deal. All right. This dude is crazy. I love him. This dude cited municipal code at me. You cited the regulation of personal garb by public servants. Alright. I'm glad you got something, Christian Carwell. Alright. I try to subtly place a bit of schmutz on his tie without him noticing. You sure about that? That belt is out of regulation. Okay, here we go. Back to DC 10. Let's see. Big numbers. That's what I'm talking about, finally. We get one win. Every time I lose focus, my arm my hand wanders over to like touch my shoulder, and it's not the thing to be doing. You sure about that? You ask, your voice laced with feigned innocence. As the officer gaze briefly flickers, you execute a lightning-quick move, a practiced sleight of hand. A smudge of dark grime carefully acquired from the cobbled street is now suddenly transferred to the pristine fabric of his tie. His stern expression doesn't waver immediately, but his eyes narrow slightly. He glances down and then up at you, then back at the now defiled tie. His hand, which had been resting on his belt, slowly clenches into a fist. The air around him seems to chill, and even the nervous fruit merchant takes a visible step back. Citizen, he intones, his voice dropping to a dangerous monotone. That is a violation of Municipal Code 7.4 subsection C, defacement of public servant uniforms during official duties. And it is also a direct insult. You are under arrest. Halt, you have violated the law. He reaches for the heavy club at his side, his movements deliberate and unhurried. Since he isn't in a rush, I'll grab his club first and then run past the man juggling on the street. How did he see if you were successful? Well, I wanted him to notice the schmutz, but I didn't want him to notice me do it. But he figured I did it, which is fine. I just needed him to not see me do it. I don't know why this was a strength check, but it was, which is good, I guess. But I still failed horribly. This card is a little too by the book. I love this card. This card's great. This is exactly the kind of guard I want. If your guard isn't reading out the like uniform municipal code, he's a bad guard. You lunge for the officer's club, your small goblin hands reaching for the polished wood, but the officer is quicker. His grip like iron, he pulls the club free of its loop with sharp, decisive motion. The wood whistling faintly as he brings it up, ready to strike. Stop! In the name of the law! he genuinely said it. Good stuff. He bellows, his voice booming across the plaza. Realizing your grab failed, you abandon the attempt and dart past him, weaving through the bewildered onlookers. You spring towards the small plaza where the juggler, now wide-eyed and fumbling his pens, stands frozen in disbelief. The officer, club raised, gives chase, his heavy boots pounding on the cobblestones behind you. I am failing so many skill checks, but we'll get there. What law specifically? Take the juggler's pin and fight. Okay, we got a success. Let's do it. It'll be really funny if the guard is a paladin of order. Yeah. This music is not the vibe. Give me different music. That's good. All right. All the laws. Yeah. I'm definitely breaking a good number of them. You dart towards the petrified juggler, a mischievous glint in your eye. With a swift, almost imperceptible flick of your foot, you snag his ankle just as the offer thunders past. The juggler yelps his colorful pins, scattering like startled birds, some bouncing squarely off the officer's helmet and shoulders with surprising thuds. Confound it! The officer snarls. Momentarily stunned by the aerial assault, he stumbles, and in that precise moment, you unleash your second chaotic surprise. A perfectly placed banana peel skitters onto the cobblestones directly in his path. Your cackle echoes through the square as you put more distance between yourself and the sputtering lawman, who now faces a choice between stopping his pursuit or risking a most undignified tumble. Comedic escape, yeah. Wolf Mother, Joker, and the Thief, different vibe. What? Play some techno? I'm limited to music that YouTube won't copyright strike me on. And so, yeah. I have like 50 songs or something, but I have to like go through their catalog and find other ones that are also good. All right. How are we gonna do this? We don't have much in the way of equipment. I turn towards the officer, and with my magic, I command him. Approach! Should he fail the save, he will walk directly onto the banana. Slide away on your shield. Hey! Command bug. It happened. Well, that's fun. Alright. Give me 1 second. I'll report it to the dev team, and I'll be right back. It doesn't take me very long to do this, so... Has anyone had this happen to them outside of the narrative? I'm not out of spell slots. I have 2 spell slots. I don't know why you think that. My 2 spell slots were there. Yes, someone had it in combat. Okay. I will, Alright, let's see. Refresh. Continue. Ooh, not good. Okay. Give me a moment. Okay. So, it did fully crash the game. Does not work. Opening up a new browser does not help. Yes. Anytime it tries to pull it up, it fails. That's unfortunate, which means it is only fixable by our dev team. Let's see. You know what this means, right? Anarchy. Even you were able to fix it once, though. Interesting. I'd be curious to how you did that. Yeah. Oof, indeed. I can play a different character. Let's see. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. I have one more thing I can try. Sorry. Fuck. So loud. Oh. Woo! Okay. Okay, I got one character to show up, and let's see, where's my other character? There they are. Okay, that one's still bricked. Okay. Alright. So. Whew. Alright. Sorry. Let me... They were using the app. We had them open in the browser version, and some combination of reloading and hitting back made them good. Give them the input error. I see. Where is... There we go. I'll try and open it up on my app. We'll see. We're troubleshooting in real time. Yeah, this is likely like a situation in which I'll have to get, like, you know, at this point I'll need the DMs or the devs to give me to fix my account. Characters. Oh! I see! Okay. Hold on. I think I may have fixed it. Give me a second. Okay. We're back, folks. We did it. If you open the character on the app, it'll crash. It did not crash for me. I was able to open it up on the app. It showed me the dialogue for the options of command. And then I was able to select approach as an option. And when I did so, it pulled up what he said next. Okay, hold on, but the text is now too small. Oh, no, not that one. Font big. With a wide, maniacal grin, you spin around to face the pursuing officer. Your voice rings out, carrying the strange, compelling power of Shrill, god of chaos and irony. Approach! Approach! The officer, still reeling from the juggling pin assault, falters for a moment. A strange, glassy look comes over his eyes, and his heavy boots, seemingly of their own accord, begin to move forward. He steps deliberately, inexorably towards you. His eyes, however, are fixed on that banana peel. He sees it, registers the impending doom, but his feet continue their march. With a comical slide and a theatrical flail of limbs, he plants one boot squarely on the peel. His eyes widen in a silent scream of impending indignity, and then he goes down in a cacophony of clanking armor and frustrated grunts, landing in an ungraceful heap directly in front of you. His club clatters to the cobblestones. The fruit merchant stifles a giggle, quickly turning into a cough. What build is running? We're a Paladin Goblin. We're Goblin Paladin. If you're talking about what build of the game, this is patch 0.10.0. I went back and forth from PC to mobile yesterday while we worked for hours. Interesting. Yeah, it worked for me right away as soon as I opened up the app. It was switching from PC to mobile that fixed it for me. Yeah, no worries. Oh, right. Well, we have terrible armor, and this dude's wearing something, better. So I'm gonna try and steal all of his armor. There's a screaming cat now. Yes, meow. There's a stupid guy. He's very hungry. Cat, 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 cat. Yes, there's a cat. Oh. Alright. You thought I was a baby for a second. Yeah, he screams. Alright. You rush towards the fallen officer, cackling wildly, hands reaching for his armor. However, even in his indignant heat, the officer is a trained professional. Your attempts to tear off his armor plates prove futile. They are strapped securely, and he grunts, swatting your hands even as he struggles to regain his footing on the treacherous peel. Municipal Code 4.8 subsection B! Streets should be cleaned and maintained at all times! You should be fired! You shriek, unable to resist one last glorious taunt. With a final triumph, you spin your heel and disappear into the bustling city crowd, leaving the sputtering, smudged, and now very angry officer to untangle himself from the banana peel and his own wounded pride. Dang it! We missed the armor. Hey, he is not stupid, how dare you? No, he's super stupid. He's extremely stupid. Yeah, he's not, like, you know, he's my wife's cat. More than he's my cat, but even she's, like, there's no... She knows he's stupid. Like, she says he's stupid all the time. That's what he is. There's no question about it. Setting out on a big adventure just now and saw the stream. Hello, Aaron Inari. Thank you for joining the stream. He kind of sounds like Pinocchio from Shrek now. Hey, that's much better. I'm cool with that. Why the demons? Poor cat. Nah, he's treated very well, okay? My wife loves him dearly. It's just it's a statement of fact that he's stupid, okay? If you don't admit he's stupid, then like you'll care for him wrong. Alright? That's just how it is. Yeah, pets are either smart or stupid, there is no in between. That's exactly right. He deserves pets and adoration. Well, he gets plenty of that. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining the birthday stream. New charge municipal code. Misquoted a municipal code. Yeah. Yeah. Well, our dog is very smart, and our cat, yes, he's an orange cat, and he's very, very dumb. Yeah. He messes up doing like normal cat stuff all the time. He'll be like walking on flat ground with nothing in his way, and he trips. And his eyes aren't bad. He has good vision. We've had it confirmed. He does have good vision. So I'm full love on the cat mode. I'm sorry to hear that, Rubik. That's rough. Losing a pet is hard. All right. Laughing at the tripping cat, not your dead cat. Yeah. Am I playing on a PC through an emulator? I'm not. There is a web version of the game. Play.everweave.ai. Thank you very much, Leather Skies. Appreciate it. Morty Smith, yes, I am back. I am travel worn, and my flights were delayed several times, and I had to stay overnight in cities that I didn't want to be in, but I am back. So yeah, there'll be a lot of misreading today if you haven't been here in the stream already. And that's just because I only slept 3 hours. LFG. I don't know what that means outside of looking for game. I didn't know. I just been no-lifing it since I found the AI. It's amazing. Well, thank you for the support. I'm glad you're enjoying the game. Thank you, Adam, for the happy birthday. I appreciate it. All right. Okay, so we're not quite level yet. Because I keep failing on my checks. How was your vacation? The vacation was amazing. I loved my vacation. Where did I Thanksgiving? In Texas. I was in Texas. Pad Eka, no biscuit. Yeah, the vacation was awesome. Ate a ton of food. Hung out with my family. Went to the Ren Fair. Got a tattoo. My first tattoo. Yeah, bunch of cool stuff. Bought a bunch of stuff I didn't need. Possible LFG meeting? Oh, let's have go. Got you. Yes. That's probably correct. Dice are a harsh mistress. Yes, indeed. I should run straight into the heretic nurse. That's what I was thinking as well. While not looking, I run face first into Sister Agnes, who is just getting off her shift. You! My day is going wrong because of you! Can't get any of these rolls. Face first. Yeah. I didn't spell it wrong, did I? Face first. No, I did not. Ren Fair will always cause you to spend money for unnecessary objects. Yes, but that was the point. That's why we went. We went to spend money on unnecessary objects. I got a bunch of stuff that was super cool. I got like a really cool leather like breastplate. It looks so awesome. And then like a bunch of like big chunky jewelry and a crown. I look like a master of the hunt. You went to Yuletide last week and bought a fur cloak? Nice. Yeah, I got a fur cloak at the last Ren Fair I went to, not the one I just went to, but the one before that one. I got a big fur cloak, and I have a big like canvasy cloth cloak as well, and I put the fur on top of the canvas cloak and then stick them together, and so yeah. And then I have a couple of extra pelts and stuff like that. Give myself a real like ranger master of the hunt sort of look. Layering is essential, yes. All right. Still cackling from your last triumph, you careen around a corner, head down, completely oblivious to your surroundings. With a resounding thwack, you collide full force with a surprisingly solid object. You stagger back, rubbing your head, only to look into the furious, water-streaked face of none other than Sister Agnes. She's still wet. She's still wearing her drenched infirmary uniform, now looking even more disheveled, and a small, soggy flower is still clinging to her tunic. Her eyes narrow into slits, and a vein throbs visibly in her temple. You! She snarls, her voice a low, dangerous rumble that promises retribution. My day is going wrong because of you! Her hand instinctively reaches for something at her waist, finding nothing, then clenches into a fist, shaking with barely contained rage. The universe, it seems, has a twisted sense of humor. Master of the Hunt. Do you bait your own traps? Are you a... did that joke get caught the first time, and then you had to, like, reword it? First time I went to the joust got canceled, and we had to leave early because it started raining when the forecast was clear all week. That's rough, dude. Yeah, rain can be really, really rough. It could really, like, bring down the mood, depending on where you're at. It started storming on the second day we went, but luckily we had already done all our shopping and stuff. All right. All right, I've officially completed the challenge for someone. Someone wanted me to. YouTube is on a savage delay. That's rough. Ah, yes, Evil Jamie Rogers. We have officially completed your challenge. Man, the joust is always so crowded. As for the rain, if you drink a bunch of... you will not care about the rain at all. Definitely not speaking from experience. Yeah, I don't drink at all. no particular reason. Like no like moral reason. I just alcohol doesn't do the alcohol thing for me. I just get like sick after a while. There's no like I don't ever get like buzzed or have any of the fun bits, so I just don't drink it. But I have fun at the Jest. But we mostly go there for the shopping. All right. Let's see. What are we doing with Sister Agnes? Karate kicker. Damn, people really want me to fight her. I, for the life of me, can't get my Twitch to work for some reason, and I would love for it to. Oh, that's really rough. Yeah, the Twitch is the place to be for sure if you want to participate in the trivia. Jousting is the state sport of the state I used to live in, Maryland. I moved away a few years ago. That's truly unfortunate. The shopping and the shows are so fun. Anyways, I like to see Jacques the Whipper if you ever get the chance to check him out. I do. I watch his content, but I've never seen him at a Ren Fair. I've only been to 2 Ren Fairs, but I've really enjoyed both. They've both been this year, so it's something I plan on doing more of. Me and the wife really like getting dressed up and going out. Zoinks! Reggie. Alright. Hey, we got it. Lol. You should charm her and blame someone else for her bad day. You produce a small pouch of flour with a flourish, and before Sister Agnes can react, you smash it between your hands. A puff of white powder erupts, engulfing her in a sudden comical cloud. She sputters, her furious expression momentarily contorting as she inhales a mouthful of fine grain, now coated head to toe in white. Your triumphant cackle rings out, echoing through the busy street. You'll learn one day I was right. Laughter is the best medicine, you declare, as pedestrians stop and stare, some stifling chuckles, others looking on with disapproval. Sister Agnes, flour dusting her drenched uniform and caking her eyelashes, begins to choke, her face a mask of utterly livid, powdery rage. Not powdery rage. I don't think I can hit the jinkies. I don't remember. I don't remember what the jinkies sounds like. It's about to get funny, Scoot. Like it's about to get funny, Scoot. Ugh. I was completely out of breath when I tried that. Next 5. Hand her a flower or something. I did that already. That's why she's soaking wet. Next time you see her, she's a stand-up comedian. Almost fell off a cliff, no. You're just embarrassing this poor girl. Someone said that I had to... Jamie. Blame the evil Jamie Rogers. He's the one who said I had to repeatedly bully her for all time. That was his specific request. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Evil. Yes. Evil Jamie Rogers is evil. Who could have known? Da, 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 da. All she really needs is a stiff drink. Yeah. Quack crow. Oh god. Hey. Hey, I want the stream to make a challenge, not me. So ask the stream for a vote or whatever for this one, if that is allowed. Okay. So, who made this? Fallen has requested that everyone else make a challenge. So if you think you got a good one, post it in the chat. Also, now there's 2 Fallen. We got Fallen Sons and Fallen 1220Z 1220s. This is gonna be rough because I was calling you just Fallen now. So they Fallen Sons, you will have to be the full Fallen Sons. No shortening for you. Yeah. Wait, hold up. Pizza them up like con man? Oh no. Oh no. You guys want me to pizza her up? Call me Fallens. The ultimate running gag. Pizzaing someone up. Is YouTube or Twitch up to date in audio, out of curiosity? I normally watch my phone for the audio, but notice the two are at different spots. Twitch is closer to real time. YouTube is further behind. Quack Crow, thank you for the follow. Alright, it looks like we're doing the pizza. We're pizzaing her up. I'm picking on her because I like her. No. Not old sister Agnes. I'm sure she looks good. She's on her feet all day. Got them thin, wiry arms. Bear crow's veins. Looking good. Oh, you know what I need to do? Okay, hold on. All right, everyone, type a 1 in the chat if you would rather me do a meet cute for the officer that just happened and Sister Agnes rather than pizzaing her up. And type 2 if you want me to pizza her up instead. No more YouTube. Latency issue. Alright, okay. Thank you, Sergeant Carwell, for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay, it looks like mostly ones. Thank you. The Sharknado? Oh, God, no. Awful. For the follow. I appreciate it, I guess. I appreciate it even though it hurts my sanity. Okay, it looks like the ones takes it. There's a couple of twos there, but it looks like overall we're doing a meet cute. You grin, leaning in as Sister Agnes splutters, a ghostly white figure amidst the flower cloud. Why so serious, sister? You ask, your voice dripping with faux concern. I'm sure you're red under all that flour, but why is it that I laugh and you rage? Her eyes, now mere slits through the powdery white, blaze with an unholy fire. She inhales sharply, a gasp that sounds less like breathing and more like a furious hiss. Then she lets out a guttural, inarticulate growl, more beast than healer. A small crowd has gathered, some murmuring, some openly chuckling at the sight. She takes a shaky step towards you, her flour-dusted hands trembling, a clear indication that her patience has not just worn thin, but has evaporated entirely. Oh no. The Jonkler. Yeah. Junter Cole, hello. Welcome to the stream. I have not seen you around. If you are new, welcome. All right, let's see what we're doing here. So, yeah. Have they updated the guide in Discord? I have updated the guide mostly. There's now a spells and spell list tab. I will eventually get the Warlock stuff on there. I didn't have time to do it today, so it's not on there today. Maybe sometime this week. But for now, the Paladin spell list is up there. The Paladin class information is up there. All the information for the Goblin and Orc are on there as well. So all that information is updated. So you can find all that on there. So yeah, there you go. It has been updated. Yes, I'm about to lead her to the officer for sure. That's what we're doing. We're doing the meet cute. Next song, please. BG Mac, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I also have not seen you here before, so thank you very much for joining the stream and following. I appreciate it. Dramatic cut to you being locked in a cell. Never. Awesomeness. I'm probably going to end up buying more messages back now to see what's new. Did you say Goblin of War? Where? Me? No. Not a Goblin of War. I'm Goblord. Alright. Seeing the unbridled fury in Sister Agnes's eyes, you decide it's time to relocate the festivities. You mad? Well, do something about it! You shriek, a challenge ringing in your voice. With a final taunting wave, you turn and bolt back down the cobblestone street, weaving through the bewildered onlookers. Sister Agnes lets out a wordless bellow, a sound of pure, unadulterated rage. Ah! She starts after you, a flower-dusted, waterlogged, avenging angel. Her usual prim cap is askew, her drenched habit clinging to her, and the sight of her charging, spluttering curses and white powder is almost as comical as it is terrifying. The officer you just humiliated is still struggling to rise from his banana-induced tumble. Just a block or so away, the stage is set for a most glorious collision. Almost had a Twitch, an execution from Twitch earlier happen. Yeah, that's true. No, we're not doing executions during the stream. All right. Why not? It's fun. I don't think everybody's into the executions. And also, then I would have to, like, I don't know. We'd have to, like, move it over to the Discord. And I can't stream the Discord, or I'd have to do it in streamer mode, and it's not it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Do you plan on adding more pre-made characters for the new classes and races? I believe we are. That's a very easy thing to do, and so we probably will do it. I'm off to bed. Thanks for the stream. Thank you very much for joining Unlimited Gameworks. I appreciated you here at the birthday stream. Have a good night and get some rest. Shadow Demon may be hungry, but I'm not that hungry. Alright. Hands Jarl a cookie. Alright. Let's see. How shall they meet? Big numbers. Let's go. It's happening. We're about to complete this challenge. Yeah. Thank you for those who sit in on the stream and still help out in the Discord. I appreciate it. You reach the still recovering officer who is slowly and painfully rising from his banana-induced indignity. Before he can fully register your presence, you press a bright red rose into his hand. A mischievous twinkle in your eye. He looks from the rose to you and then back to the rose, utterly bewildered. Just then, Sister Agnes, a flower-dusted whirlwind of righteous fury, barrels around the corner, her eyes fixed on you. Her foot hits the newly placed banana peel. Her eyes widen in a moment of horrified realization. And then, with a theatrical flail of arms and a shriek, she slips, she careens forward, straight into the officer's still outstretched arms. The officer, still clutching the rose, stumbles backwards under her unexpected weight, catching her in a clumsy, almost romantic embrace. Flour dusts his uniform, and the rose is crushed between them as they stare at each other, stunned and bewildered, inches apart. A true meet-cute orchestrated by chaos itself. Always glad to... Thank you so much. It would have been equally funny to succeed and to fail. I agree. Reading that for some reason will remind me. Good luck on your foot patrol. They do have a mild hatred for this goblin. They should become fast friends at the very least. Yeah. Yeah, silly, they do. It's a one-person security site, am I right? Well, this is beautiful. I'm getting tired. I thought you said meat cube. I was so confused. This is way better. Matchmaker? Yeah. What? He has armor. He has literal plate mail, okay? What are you thinking of? You're so evil, Jamie Rogers. You let the awkward tableau linger for a moment. The flower-dusted Sister Agnes caught in the bewildered embrace of the rose-crushing officer. Then, unable to resist, you pop your head in to their shared space, a wide, impish grin plastered across your face. You two are just adorable. Officer Straightlace? This is Sister Agnes. Sister Agnes? Officer Straightlace. I'll leave you to it. Bye now! Don't stay up too late, and have her back by 11! And use protection! With that final scandalous pronouncement, you pivot and sprint away, leaving a trail of high-pitched cackles in your wake. Behind you, a collective gasp ripples through the now sizable crowd, followed by a confused murmur. The officer and Sister Agnes, still entangled, stare after you, their faces a mixture of shock, dawning horror, and a faint, inexplicable blush. The city, once so drab, now feels alive with the reverberations of your glorious, unbridled chaos. They do have evil in the name. Yeah, that's true. Holy Jeebus, I'm at work. I missed everything from the crash to now. From what crash? Oh, the crash into Sister Agnes? I love the blah. I love when the DM doesn't understand what I was trying to do. I don't know how many times I ended up in a hilarious situation. Yeah. Oh, no, the command word crash. I'm guessing that's to, like, run into, like, one of your allies. Knock you both prone. That'd be my guess. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, let's see. Ugh, we're still not enough to level up. Clock is ticking trivia soon. That is true. Alright. We're going to try and get this level up. You do know we'll have to bring those two back at some point. Yes, I know that. They're a recurring character. That's what I said. You've been in and out of the stream so much you can't keep track of where you've missed things. Well, yeah, things move rather ridiculously in this game. Oh, when the command word crashed the game. I see. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that was a while ago. The officer fell down. I made him look dumb. I tried to steal his armor. Failed. We ran up the street. Crashed into Sister Agnes. Covered her in flour. She was still soaking wet from before. Covered her in flour. Got her super angry. Someone challenged me to do some type of challenge. We decided that we would do a meet cute between Sister Agnes and the officer. That's way too serious. They met up. I set it up so that she would like fall into his arms. And yeah, did that just now. And now I'm going away. Now I'm calling my god. All right. All right. I leave the scene feeling empowered in my abilities. Shrill! Your master calls you forth! A wave of triumphant energy courses through you as you leave the stunned couple and the bewildered crowd behind. You declare, projecting your voice not just to the heavens, but to the very fabric of the ordered city. A moment of silence, then a booming, disembodied voice echoes through in your mind, laced with an almost palpable amusement. Ah, my most cherished... I should use a voice for him. Ah, my most cherished junior senior. Did you hear about the cannibal who got sick after eating a clown? He said it tasted funny. Shrill's booming laughter like the clang of ill-struck cymbals rattles your very bones. Yet there's an undercurrent of approval in his chaotic mirth. Keep up the good work, my little mischief maker. The city's tied up in knots because of you. Okay, you know what? He kind of did it. He did exactly the fucking dad jokes. I doubted him. I doubted the DM. He straight up did it. So, there you go. We said that they would be awful dad jokes, and that's exactly what we got. And honestly, it makes sense. He fucking did it. Oh, sorry for the cursing. He did it. That's great. I did not think it was possible. That was a dad joke. We straight up did it. Great job, DM. I did not think he was going to nail that. But he did. He did it. We are TV-14 because of you, Echo. I know we always say PG-13 in the server, and that is the case. It is... I am running it like TV-14 in the stream. Because I can't be held to like a perfect PG-13. If I'm not typing it where I can edit my own words, I forget. Echo holding his AI DM like Vegeta before knocking out Trunks. That's a great reference. Yeah, that's right before he went to fight Boo. That's a good one for your gaming. Secretly, a person would have liked that one. Echo is now the count. No, it's not me. It's Shrill. That's how Shrill laughs. I'm not gonna say a word. I swear. I do curse a lot in my daily life. Okay, it's just the server has the PG-13 rule. Okay, it's had it since before I joined it. All right, I just became the community manager, so that's what's going on with that. Let me just say it's hard to type in the server without using the word because I use that word for everything. Yes, it does seem like that is the hardest word for people to not say. They like so many times I will see someone typing a message and have it get auto modded like 6 times because they keep leaving that word in. Yeah, it happens a lot. I'm struggling so much to not curse in the server. Well, that's what the automod is for. We don't ban people for it unless they're like specifically trying to get around it. Yeah, the automod is there to help you not curse. Queen Bee, yes, that for sure did get deleted. Yeah, ass is not so bad, but like assless chaps in particular is like there's only like one thing that's really referencing. It's not good. It's not PG-13 for sure. If I stream my sessions, I would probably get banned. Oh no. So who boops the community manager? Yarnholm who boops people. Who boops Echo? No one boops me. I am the one who boops. Yeah, sorry about that, Kasagi. Kasasagi, sorry. It's just a pronoun to me. Echo bites off the finger that boops him and then boops them back. Yeah, that's exactly right. Alright. We need one more skill check. Admit it! My mastery of chaos has you quivering in your heavenly boots. You're worried I'll usurp you. It's clear as day. I want to see more of this god so bad. Well, I said he talks to me all the time, so that will probably happen. What do you call a woman who knows how to fly a plane? Yeah. That was my first guess. My character drops curse words on major situation. Oh yeah, my own characters also use curse words. That's not like the issue. Like you can do stuff. It's the DM can't initialize that stuff because, well, yeah, that's the game's rating. Only when he's Superman does he say. What's the new class? The new class is Paladin. Ricardo Little. Ricard Doolittle. Yeah, with orcs and the goblin race also dropping at the same time. That's right. Oh God. Okay, he's keeping it up. All right. Shrill's booming laughter fills your mind again. A sound that always seems to hit just the right note of both irritating and endearing. Quivering, you say? My heavenly boots are custom fitted for cosmic domination, not trembling. As for usurping me, that's like saying a dog chasing its tail is about to invent a new form of locomotion. You're getting there, my little imp, but you're not exactly splitting the seams of reality just yet. Still, your efforts today are quite pun-ishing for those stick in the muds. Keep it up, and maybe one day you'll get good enough to warm my throne. But don't get ahead of yourself. Was there a head joke? The divine voice echoes with a final mischievous chuckle, then fades, leaving you with the scent of fresh mischief and the faint echo of another terrible joke. My dude was making jokes for stuff that, like, didn't come up. Am I missing it? Am I missing the joke? Or is he just like, sort of saying words with weird emphasis? The punishing one I got, but I didn't get the head one. What do you get for the new racial bonus for the goblin and orc? Read the guide! Read the guide. That's what I saw of us. Have a D&D hangout side. Discord. Yeah, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Prosec get good in the rudest way possible. I thought I also missed a head joke. Yeah, they're just bad at jokes. That's true. But the last one, it sort of it got, which is yeah. This one much worse. So we're hit and miss right now. We're doing 50-50. Actually, well, this one sort of worked, but this seems one didn't. So I think yeah, we're 50-50. He gets one, he loses one. Uh. Okay. It's 7:05. We did not get the level up, but I think it's time for trivia. Does everyone want to do trivia? Oh, oh God. Give me a second. Just. I gotta get up the codes. Oh. She Builds Monsters is now following. Thank you very much. Okay. Sorry, just getting everything here signed in properly. I had to do a kind of ridiculous thing to get the stream up and running again, and because of my privacy-based browser, I now have to re-log into everything I was doing. So sorry, everyone. Okay. I have no idea what. Okay, I found it. Great. Whew. That took forever. I'm so sorry.
What a bestie. What a bestie.
Okay. We're here. Okay. Whew. And pull up the stream manager. And we got it. All right, folks. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, we're gonna. All right. So. All right, let's go. We're first question. And I'm going to be posting the questions in the chat so that we don't have like latency issues for everybody. What chemical famously gave many women watch factory workers cancer? Kasasagi Exter super fast with radium. That is correct. Okay, you should have received your code. Taylor Swift had an earthquake register on the Richter scale due to a concert. What was the magnitude of that earthquake to the nearest 0.1? Evil Jamie Rogers with 2.3. Jesus Christ. You guys are super fast today. Okay, and similar to last time, if you win a code, you will not be eligible for another one today. What is the distance from the sun to the Earth on average? Use the unit AU, astronomical units. Shieldale, that is correct. It is 1 astronomical unit. Yeah, I'm trying to ask ones that people can just know the answer to. Like, no Googling required. That way, it actually, it promotes knowing the thing, which is, you know, the intention behind trivia most times. Alright, cool, man. Promotes being smart. At what temperature does helium liquefy when at 1 atmosphere of pressure measured to the nearest whole Kelvin? Okay, Fallen, I'm gonna give it to you because it is right. I did say to the nearest whole Kelvin. That is not something someone would know. Fallen clearly knew that. That's not the first thing that shows up when you Google it. Fallen knew that one. Chemistry class was way more than 10 years ago for some of us. Imagine knowing it to 2 decimal places. Yeah. I know it to 1 decimal place. Off the top of my head. But 0.15 is correct. So we'll give it to Fallen. All right. Who is the 5th Hokage? Queen Bee is correct. It is Tsunade. Kage, I can't believe you were so behind on this one. Bud, it's in the name. Hey, none of that. None of that. What is a Hokage? Yeah, it's a Naruto anime thing. You almost said Kage. Oh, Kage, I'm disappointed in you. This one was for you. I specifically asked this one for your benefit. Okay. You didn't watch much Naruto. Oh no. It's a show about Boruto's dad. All right. Based on monophyletic groups, are humans considered monkeys? Fallen Suns is correct. Based on monophyletic groups, humans are in fact considered monkeys. Yep. Monophyletic groups, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, is the current best groupings that we know of to track evolutionary change. So that, yeah. The other ones are just like, hey, like, we don't have tails and monkeys have tails, and that's different, so we're not the same. But we share a direct ancestor with monkeys. Like there was the thing that's called a monkey had further evolutionary ancestors that eventually led to like the apes and then led to humans, and so we still fall under monkey. Okay. Was that Fallen Suns? Yes. Who's a failure now? Okay. I failed on a 50-50. Yeah, it was a true 50-50, but I knew most people would gut instinct say that that's not true. Let's see. Next question. I can't believe I couldn't remember Sonata. Let's see. All right. A question for my American friends. What year did the Amendment for Women's Right to Vote pass? (1980) 1981. 1919, I think, is correct. But it's not correct. It's so close, though. I did think that. Yeah. Sergeant Carwile was the first to. It was ratified in 1920. It did pass in 1919. Actually. Which means She Builds Monsters got it. Yes. Because Fallen is guessing, even though they can't win anymore. like to guess. Yeah. Yeah, 1980. My goodness. Let's see. All right, one more. All right, I'm gonna do one for Jarl. That doesn't mean that Jarl will get it, but this is for Jarl. What year was the first German U-boat officially launched? Oh man, I have no idea. uh, okay. Fallen, I think, got it, but he can't get one. Yeah, so it'd be Taco Manlier. All right. Taco Manlier. And that's the last code for the evening. Yeah, I had the answer already ready, but then seeing everyone else's answers was like shook me a bit. I was like, man, people are really consistent about this being like a World War II thing. And I was like, I don't think it was, but I gotta like recheck. And I know they were like big in World War II, but I was like, I gotta double check. So I like went through, scrubbed closer. Like I didn't just like look at the first results, you know. I was like, okay, let me look at the the actual thing. But yes, this is correct. So it's fine. All right. Thank you everyone for joining the birthday stream. I really appreciate it. Yeah, the turnout was great. I had a fun time. I'm glad we didn't have to stop playing the game completely because of the bug. So, managed to figure it out. D&D inspired songs keep popping up on my feed. Well, that's sick. Sweet. I'm truly terrible at trivia. Well, you won one. That's pretty good. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you. Goodbye, all. Goodbye. Have a good night. I had a good time.